Shalom family, Master in Christ bless, Lord's will you're all well. My name is Sister Shifra from the London camp, and as Career Talk, I will be talking a little bit about what I used to do in the NHS. I worked in the NHS London for 12 years on the postnatal and antenatal section. I worked alongside the consultants and registrar midwives. It was a very worthwhile profession. My role was very busy, it was very demanding, but at the same time, you had to do what you had to do, and you just fare quite well. As long as you're hardworking and you're supportive in your role, then that's all that was required. Biblically speaking, midwifery is an age-old career or experience, because women are always having children. Now, Shifra and Pua, or foremothers, they gave us a very good example of this when they stood up to Pharaoh in saving the Hebrew boys in keeping God's commandments. Now, midwifery is a very noble field of medicine that has been around for thousands of years. And midwives arguably are some of the most important women in the healthcare department. A career in this field can see you supporting countless mothers and their children in Israel for early pregnancy and well after birth. Now, the practical learning side is to gain a degree course in midwifery. This has a good mixture of theoretical learning and practical experiences. You'll spend a lot of time on placements, where you will spend placements in the antenatal clinic and also on the postnatal ward. You will work alongside registered midwives and consultants. On your first placements, you'll be observing, but you'll be doing all the work yourself under supervision by the end of your degree. It's very worthwhile. You're always interacting with moms and babies. Now, as a maternity worker like myself, we are very frontline. We are always working with mothers and babies directly. We are there during their pregnancy, childbirth, and first few days of birth. As a support worker, you'll work on the supervision of a registered midwife, consultants, doctors. You'll be helping to care for mothers and babies, both, like I said, on the postnatal and antenatal. Making routine observations by taking the temperature, their pulse, their blood pressure, breathing, etc. Ensuring that everything is doing well. Blood pressure basically tells you what level the body is at. Updating records and other admin tasks, we know that documentation is very, very important. Educating parents one-to-one or in groups on exercise, good health and diet, taking blood samples, blood tests for diabetes and blood tests for rhesus negative. Promoting breastfeeding. We know that breastfeeding is important. We promote this by showing mothers how to breastfeed and be there for them. Reporting problems to a midwife and consultant. Sometimes a woman would come into the clinic and she reports that she has not felt her baby in a few days. We know that's a church problem. She has to be seen immediately. She comes in saying she's dizzy, she's not feeling well, she's not been eating. We know that is a very important issue to deal with at that point in time. We also work in the community. Now, some mothers would want to have home delivery, and so we will facilitate that. If they are well, we would then give them checks and to ensure if they've had previous pregnancy and that has gone well, we know then yes, they are qualified to have their babies at home. Some would want to have water baths on delivery suite. Yes, if they've had a good track record of health, then we know that they can have a water delivery. Some have to go to theatre for C-sections. So we know that there can be high risk when coming back to the ward because it can develop critical situations. So we are there to facilitate too. This requires a 12-hour observation on the hour. You'll need also to be able to cope with an emergency situation. This pops off in every situation, so you need to be ready to be able to assist also in straightforward labor and birth. Be industrious, diligent and hardworking. Ecclesiastes 9 and 10 says, whatever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. All praises. In Proverbs 1 and 5, let the wise hear and increase in learning. and the one who understands obtain guidance. So in your training, you're increasing in learning and understanding the protocols of midwifery. Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and even when he's old, he will not depart from it. So in training, you are learning the role of being a midwife, a good midwife, and you're sticking to what you have learned. Ecclesiastes 7:12, for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. When you are wise in what you are doing, you can also teach others. Money is a defense. The money that you earn from your career as an Israelite, you can put it back into building Israel. We all need each other. 1 John 2:15 and 16, love not the world, neither the things that are of the world. Do not be covetous. When you have earned your wages, you look after your family, you look after what is interesting, what is your interest. Do not be covetous to think that now that you're earning, you don't need to help. We need to help. We need to help our nation. We cannot rise above our nation. We cannot rise above our people. You cannot now say that now I'm earning, I don't need you, I'm better than you. No, we all came on the same slave ship. Christ is coming back again, and is coming back for his people, not for anyone else. So ensure that you're counted. For my last report is, I would like to turn to Ecclesiastes 12:13 and 14, where it says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. All praise to the Most High. I pray that this was edifying in some way, and I pray that you have a blessed and profitable day. Shalom, may Saint Christ bless.
Oh, but first behold in your